Hello, 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 hello. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Lisa, hello. First to comment today. How are you? Hi, Suzanne and Anne-Marie. Hello. Hi, Emma. How is everybody? To our week. Hi, Lillian, Jackie, Nicola, Dawn, Mandy. Hello, hello, hello. Are we all okay? It feels weird that it's Tuesday today. I don't know why. I feel like to me it feels like it's either a Monday or a Wednesday. Like it feels weird that it's a Tuesday. Bling. Oh. There we go. Sorry, I didn't mute my computer. But Sue, if you heard that bling, that was because you sent the stars. So, and thank you ever so much for the stars there, my lovely. Hi, Debbie, Dale, Linda, Julie, Sophie, Charlotte, Sherry. Oh, well, thank you for joining in and watching, Sherry, my lovely. Hi, Mandy. Oh! Oh my gosh. So a bird must have been on my grass, and I've got my blind all the way open at the moment. And a bird must have been on my grass. It was a black, I don't know if it was a black bird, but a black coloured bird. And it basically looked like it was just flying at the window, which made me jump. And then we just heard the little where it landed on the roof. So that was a bird. I apologise. It made me jump. I thought it was going to hit the window, and that would not be good. Oh gosh. Where was I? That completely thrown me. Hello. We'll go from there. Hello. Oh. Right, I have forgotten to post the dates of when this will end, so I will post those tomorrow. I do apologise that it wasn't done yesterday as I thought it would be done. But we do still have the spring, I forgot the name then, spring pick still available and is on the website. The new stock is coming along nicely. Supporters, you should have that towards the end of the week, like I said before, available to you first. It just takes away a while, for me to obviously photo it and get it all on the website. But like I say, by the end of the week, I'm hoping to have most of it, if not all of it, on there, which is quite exciting. Again, you will see a lot of new items in the spring pick today. Not all of it is new, but there is still a nice mixture of new bits left, so that's quite nice to see as well. Thought it was a dog barking. No, I do have, however, both my dogs in with me today. Aaron's tinkering around with his 3D printer, so while he's not sort of sitting down and stuff, they both wanted to come in here with me, and they've gone straight to sleep, so they're exhausted. To be fair, they have been non-stop all day. So if we do, however, hear barking all of a sudden, it is my two, and then I'll be letting them in the garden, and then they can go back in the house with Aaron. So yeah, hopefully they won't be too noisy. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, there was a big post run done today. So a lot of you should have got dispatch notifications, which is all good. It was dropped off this morning. The post office did say to me it will be scanned in, obviously collected by the end of the day. I think they were just very busy, so I use a drop and go service. So basically I drop it off and then they scan it in ready for collection. So yeah, hopefully you'll have your items very, very soon. Do they fight? The dogs? They play fight and obviously play with each other with toys. Yeah, and sometimes they growl and stuff, but it's play fight, like it's very, you can tell it's play fighting. But they never get sort of snappy with each other. Rafiki, who's the younger one, absolutely loves Kovu, as in he is always on the look for him. He needs to be where Kovu is. he loves him. It's crazy how much like he doesn't want to be apart from him. Yeah, but yeah, they play fight, but yeah, I wouldn't say proper fight. Right, so should we get started for today? I have posted the order list. Let me double check that it's been updated. Oh, let me just update it quickly then. So I'm just updating the order list now. If anybody would like to order, there is still space available for today, and I will of course update the order list as we go as well. Okay, so that's fully updated there. So yeah, just playing, Kirsty. It's quite nice though still, because they just sort of, like today, they've worn each other out. They've been non-stop. Normally when I come into work, they sort of come in the office for a few hours, have a nice nap, then they go play for a bit, and then they nap again until the kids get home, and then that's when they're really crazy playing. But today they've sort of been non-stop wanting to be in the, probably because the weather's nice, non-stop wanting to be in the garden, playing. Like they've got a basket in the garden with all their garden toys. They had all of those strewn across, strewn across the garden today. So yeah, I'm sure they're going to be very, very tired. Anyway, sorry, I'm on about my dogs a lot. Up first today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? I feel like I'm forgetting something. It will come to me, like children. Yes. Yeah, when my kids get home, the dogs then are obviously, let's play, because it's a new person to play with. Currently looking for Cindy Brown. Oh no! Excuse me. Hopefully that won't set me off too much. Have I got the right bag? I'm pretty sure I have got the right bag today. I'm going to double check again. Yes, this, I believe, is definitely the surprise bag. Now, there is 4 pearl oysters in there, but there's also the mix of the other oysters as well. I couldn't believe that. And it only dawned on me, like I said, right near the end, didn't it? It is what it is. Oh. No, it's the normal bag today. I can't do that. Okay, last call for Cindy Brown. If not, we'll move on. So Cindy, if you are here, please type I'm invisible. That will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And so sorry. If anyone else can see Cindy, please comment on her comments. That will bring it forward so I can see as well. I haven't got a tea yet, no. I have not long finished a mint tea though, so and I can see Aaron, from my window here, I can see across the garden through the house window, so I can see Aaron, he's still tinkering away, so I don't want to disrupt him at the moment, ask him for one. Okay, so I haven't seen Cindy, so we're going to move on. If she comes on, we will add her back in again, but it will be to the end of the order list. So let me mark her as not here yet. Up next then would be Dawn Barbner. Dawn, are you here? That was the chair. That was a very, very creaky chair though, wasn't it? Very creaky chair. Oh, and sometimes this chair does it as well. I'm not in the shed, no. I had a office built in my garden a at the start of 2020. No, that was the wedding. 2000, must have been 2000. 2021. 2020. I can't remember. 20 or 21. Just to help have more room. Sometimes there is spiders on my ceiling, yes. Because on the outside I've got like a ledge with the roof, and big spiders like to nest in there, and because they're outside I leave them and it's fine. I just don't like walking under them, but it happens. But their babies often make their way in here because they're small enough to get through like the vents and stuff on the windows, so we often get quite a few babies in here. Where is everybody? I'm currently looking for Dawn Barbner. Dawn, are you here? Oh, Dawn. Hello, hello, hello. So Dawn, you have got a spring pick. So let's get the flowers and give these a mix. Was it 21, Sue? I really should know that. But yeah, I think because the wedding was 2020, I'm pretty sure the office was 21. My memory, honestly. Right, Dawn, let's get this started. So we're going to start shuffling these up for you. And then this is going to determine what size butterfly we pick. So please excuse my bad shuffling skills. Oh. Okay, one more. One more because I dropped it. It's so bad. Oh no, Kirsty, I can't deal with that. No, 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 no. Right, Dawn, you have got the small butterfly. Now, small butterfly equals earrings. Okay, so if we go straight across to the butterflies and bring forward the small butterfly cube, so we can see it's small butterfly because it says down the front here. You've got between 5 butterflies to pick from. Hopefully you can see that there. Let me move that one. There we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the flowers down the front just have numbers on so you can see what butterfly is what. So the butterfly that stands behind those numbers are the ones you're going to pick. So this chooses whether or not you're going to get a bonus prize or not. It also chooses your item of jewellery, Dawn. Excuse me. So would you like butterfly number 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? Can you have number 3 right in the centre here? So butterfly number 3 has got a purple sticker there, so that does mean that there's not a bonus with that one. So you're looking for a green sticker. If you get the green sticker, you get the bonus prize. If you get the purple sticker, there is no bonus prize. However, if we bring you straight back across, we're going to be going for small butterfly bag number 3. So you can see that there. As you can see, it says small butterfly number 3. And I'm just going to re-top this back up. Your earrings here are stud back earrings. Okay, now you can choose whether to have the pearls on or off these earrings, so that's going to be up to you. So you definitely have 2 oyster openings with these, but then you choose whether you have your pearls on or off the jewellery. Now these are ovals, so you can see from the studs at the top you've got a front facing oval. You've then got a linked oval to the side, so those ones would hang sideways. Your pearl then, actually, if you'd like them on the earrings, would dangle from the bottom. It doesn't normally dangle from the middle, just because it's not wide enough for the pearls to go through. So they'd normally sit from side to side. So you could have it from the middle, but I wouldn't suggest it because, like I say, it would just sort of sit to the side rather than go through the hoop itself. But you can have the pearl hanging from the bottom, and then it would be able to obviously be moving up and down like these do. They sort of move around. The pearl would be able to do the same. So I hope you're happy with those, and then you'll get to choose whether you have your pearls on or off the jewellery there. And I hope you're happy with those as well, Dawn. If I bring you back up, you get 2 oyster openings with these ones. So surprise oysters. Oh, I have a glove. I found a glove. Surprise oyster number 1 and number 2. How bizarre. Right, let's get these open. 1 and 2. So are there certain colours you're hoping for, Dawn? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Also, are you thinking to have the pearls? Oh no, you've already said donate the shells. Okay, so let's go back down. Are you thinking to have the pearls on or off the jewellery here? So oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. And, oh, flying pearls. 1 and 2 and 3 there. And 4, you have got a quadding oyster there. You've got 4 in the first oyster. I'm a little bit nervous, but there is 4 pearls in the surprise bag. Oh gosh, right, let's run these through the sand, or into the sand I should say. You've got a lemon yellow, a really bright, I'm going to say coral. You've got a black cherry and then a grape purple as well. So lemon yellow, bright coral, dark black cherry and a purple. Moving on to oyster number 2. So again, this is your surprise bag oyster. And in here, there's one side. And the other side. And in here, you are quadding. Quadding again for a second time, Dawn. And actually, these quads are very, very similar colours to your first quad. In fact, I think they're the same colours, but just slightly different shades here. So we've got a slightly brighter lemon yellow, a coral which is slightly lighter, another black cherry and a purple. So 2 sets of quads, both of which, so you've got 2 yellows, 2 corals, 2 black cherries and 2 purples. Now, what do you think to these, my lovely? If you're happy with all of these pearls, they are yours. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you for colours of your choice. And then if you're happy, or once you're happy with your pearls, I'll need to know if you'd like any on the jewellery. Okay, so if I start running them through the board, quad 1 yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Quad 1 coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Quad 1 black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And the purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Quad number 2 yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Quad 2 coral is not a 5, not a 5.5. He's a 6. The black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And your purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Okay, what do you think? Swap the black cherry and purple for golds for the earrings. You can indeed. Do you mind quad 1 or quad 2, or don't you mind? Would you prefer to swap out, sorry, quad 1 or quad 2 black cherry and purple? I think I have the right bag. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to check for like a umpteenth time, but it's fine. Okay, so also have a look at these golds. Let me know if you're happy with those. And then would you prefer to swap out the black cherry and purple from quad 1 or quad 2? Or don't you mind? I'm just going to pop that down so I can restock the butterfly back up here. That was the chair. See? And this bag, this is definitely the surprise bag. It is. Oh, Linda, I hope you have a brilliant day. Maybe I should name the surprise bag and put the label on it. Now, Dawn, I'm just going to refresh the comments just to make sure that I'm not missing. Oh, quad 1 and the golds are lovely. Okie dokie. Perfect. So if I bring you back up here, and we're going to have golds on the jewellery, and then the rest are your loose pearls. So I pop them in here. Excuse me. Okay, so Dawn, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives there. And that's safe up there for you. And thank you for the donations with your shells. Up next today is Rachel Jones. Rachel, are you here? Dawn, you're very, very welcome. Rachel, hello, hello, hello. So you've got 2 spring picks. So what we'll do is we'll do the flower shuffle, pick your butterfly, see your jewellery. Do that a second time, and then all the oysters together at the end, if that's okay. So let's go down and I'll bring the flowers across. Are there certain colours, not colours, I mean it could be colours, but are there certain categories or sized butterfly that you're hoping for, Rachel? I think I did better when I just shuffled it like this. I feel like it shuffles more. Any will do. Okay, so one more. You have got a small butterfly. So small butterfly is earrings. So we've got earrings again. Nope, this is me. Let's go across to the butterflies here. So again, I'll need you to pick butterflies 1 through to 5. Which one would you like? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one would you like, Rachel? Number 3, right in the middle again. So butterfly number 3, we're looking for a green sticker. If it's a purple sticker, there's nothing extra. If it's the green, then it is the bonus option as well. So on here, oh, and it's the purple sticker. Okay, so there is nothing extra with this one. However, butterfly number 3 is also your item of jewellery. So if I get small butterfly number 3, and in here, your earrings here. Now these earrings have been on the website before. And these earrings are butterfly themed themselves, if that gives you a hint. They are stud back earrings, and they are called the Take Flight earrings. They are, there we go, they have got oxidized silver on them, with which gives it the darker markings. Your pearls hang from the bottom here, so as you can see it's pushed forward slightly, but that's just because my finger's pushing it forward. Obviously once it's in the ear, it will dangle beautifully like that. Now these earrings, the wings do come forward slightly, so it does have that sort of flight forward effect with them, and the pearls do definitely need to go onto the jewellery. So the Take Flight earrings for your first option, Rachel. So I hope you're happy with those. If we move on to your second pick, so again, bring the flowers back. So this is your second spring pick, and then we'll do all your oysters together at the end. Is it painful to watch me try and shuffle these? I think if I just did like a card shape, I could be able to shuffle it properly. Okay, so last one. Which one's going to win on top? That one there. And you've got a medium butterfly. So this one is a pendant. Okay, so let's go straight across. Just topping this one back up. And if we grab the pendant, so again, these have 5 options to choose from. Would you like butterfly number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? What do you think? So you're looking for a pendant here, and of course again with the green and the purple stickers on the back, looking for the green for the bonus prize. 3 again, so that's this one here, and here you've got a purple sticker. Oh, bless you. So that does mean again that, oh, where's the camera this way? There's no extra on the back there. However, if we come back again, you're looking for medium bag number 3. Oh, and I can see this item. This item is also on the website already. It is a cage pendant, and possibly in the top 5 of one of our most popular cage pendants. Maybe I change that, top 3 most popular cage pendants. It is the Moon's Gift cage pendant. You did, Cindy, yes. I can add you back into the end though if you would like me to. So this is the Moon's Gift cage pendant. So as you can see, it is a filigree moon, and then it has got a golden coloured cage on the side here. Now this cage is where your pearls are going to sit. So it can hold one pearl at a time, and then with it being the cage pendant, you'll be able to swap and change it around at home. So I hope you're happy with that one as well. And that one comes with one oyster opening. So that's 3 openings altogether, Rachel. So cage pendant can have any of the pearls in. And then the earrings, where am I typing? The earrings would have, definitely need to have 2 pearls on. Okay, so if we grab your 3 oysters, let me know what you'd like to do with the shells. 1, 2, and 3. Again, this doesn't have a sticker on, and the 4 pearl oyster bag has the sticker on. So it should be the surprise bag. Let's open them up and see what happens. So donate the shells, and we're going to wait to see what colours come out. Okie dokie. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's go down. Oyster number 1, Rachel. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you are twinning. It's not quads. You are twinning, my lovely. Now, these twins are stunning. You've got 2 tonal pinkle twins here. Visually, you do have one which is slightly larger than the other, but they've got the same sort of colours with the markings. Thank you, Bab. Would you be able to grab me another kitchen towel as well, please? It's just over there. So, lighter and brighter pinkle. So some of the lighter areas are slightly pinky, more pinkier, if that makes sense. But then the darker areas do have that pinkle tone. So that's pearl number 1. Thank you, Bab. Pearl number 2, again lighter and brighter areas there. Aaron, yeah. Take that bed for them. Okay, so pinkle twins to start with. Sorry, Aaron's just called the dogs out. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here we have got a purple. In fact, it's a blurple, and there's no more in that one. Cindy, you did, my lovely. I've added you back in again now that you're here. Okay. So this blurple, I'd say, is slightly more on the purple side, but still has blue tones as we go around. Okay, so there is your blurple. These pearls go beautifully together to start with. And then Rachel, moving on to your last oyster, which again is the surprise bag oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here I can see a chocolate pearl straight away. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so we've definitely got the right bag tonight. But let me dry these up for you. This is like a dark chocolatey silvery toned pearl. What do you think to all of these, Rachel, my lovely? So we've got twinning pinkles, a blurple and a chocolate silver. Now, of course, if you're happy with these pearls, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. twin pearl number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Twin pearl number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5, so they are measuring different sizes to each other there. The purple blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, and the chocolate silver, sorry, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Okay, Cindy, what do you, not Cindy, sorry, it's because, sorry, Rachel. Oh, what do you think and what would you like to do? So I'll definitely need 2 for the earrings. It does look quite big, doesn't it? I think it's the colouring as well, because it's that sort of mid-shade. It sort of looks larger in the sand, I think. Love the sound of the pearls clicking on the measurer. It's quite nice, isn't it, Sue? It's another sort of tone and sound to add into the live. Do I have a matching blurple? Most likely, yes. I'll have a look. It is quite a lighter purpley blurple. That one's not exact. No. Possibly not then. I think I've got one more pot. Let me have a look. I think that one there is the one that I just had is the closest so far. So I'll leave that there a second. However, it is slightly darker and also slightly smaller as well. Just having a look to see if I've got the other pot next to me. I don't. Okay, so what I can do is I can either, I mean, I'll show you this one, but it is, your pearl is this one. So that one, as you can see, it's just slightly darker and slightly smaller. So if you're happy with that matchup, then that's fine. If you're not and you prefer obviously me to have a further look, I can have a look in my other pearls as well tomorrow, and then I can let you know if I don't have one, if that makes sense. What do you think? Same size with the pinks? No. With those two tonal pinkles, I know I don't have any of those in my swaps at the moment. If it was just the pink colour, then yes. So you'd have your pearl with the pinkle splash and then a pink pearl for the other one. Yes, I could definitely size match there. but colour match with just sections of the colour like your pearls are, I don't think I could at the moment, no. With the Blairpool? No, of course not. So it will be tomorrow when I process the orders through. So if you don't hear from me by the end of tomorrow, it means it has been swapped and I've matched the Blairpool for you. If you do obviously hear from me, then it means that I don't have one to match, and it means there'd be a wait, and obviously then you can let me know if you're happy to wait or if you prefer to pick a different colour. Is that okay? So at the moment, if I put down that you'd like to have the Blairpools on the jewellery and swap the chocolate to match the Blairpool. Is that okay? Yeah, okay, perfect. I do definitely have another pot of Blairpools somewhere, probably with my pearls, because I don't have all my pearls next to me because obviously I won't have enough room. So I've definitely got at least another pot. So I will have a look through, and hopefully you won't hear from me, which means I've matched it for you. Okay, so thank you for the donations with your shells there, my lovely, and that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome. And up next today is Jutta. Jutta Lehrman, are you here? The ones that I'm wearing, like I said, I wanted to do some edits on them, so they most likely won't go on the website on this next stock one, possibly the one after that. Yeah, they won't go on the website by the end of this week, because I'm still not happy with the placement of the pearls. I prefer them to be slightly more not clustered. I'd like them to be spaced out a bit more. And then, like I said before, so you can then add and take away pearls onto them at home, so you can just sort of change them around. But again, I'd still like the option of to have them slightly spaced more. Now, Jutta, hello, hello, hello. You've got two spring picks, so let's go down. Again, we're going to do both the picks first and then all the oyster openings together at the end. I'm just going to double check that I've topped up all the flowers. I have not. So there we go. Sorry about that. Just mixing these up for you. Is there anything particular that you're hoping for? As I have oyster gloves. You know me so well, Lois. Yeah, next live, also on Friday I won't wear them, and then I can hold them up so you guys can see. Absolutely fine, because they're like a twisted double hoop anyway, if that makes sense. So it's one earring, but it's like a twisted section. So Jutta, your first pick is a medium butterfly. So medium butterfly is the pendant. Let's go straight across to the butterflies. So with the medium butterflies, I need you to pick 1 through to 5. Which number would you like? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Oh, sorry, just readjusting myself. Number 5, right on the end here. Okay, so you're looking for a green sticker to get the bonus. And you do. You have got the green sticker on there, which means, Jutta, you get the option of having a £10 off code for the website, or you can have an extra bonus oyster opening added onto your opening today. So that is going to be your choice. Would you like to have a bonus £5 or no? I said £5 because it was the butterfly number 5 and I was thinking I need bag number 5. It's a bonus £10 code or the oyster opening. Can you have the code? Of course you can. Just to clarify, it's definitely £10 code. It's just because I've got the 5 stuck in my head. So let's grab butterfly bag number 5. So medium butterfly number 5. In here. Now I can already see this pendant is one that is already on the website. Okay, so this one, the pearl, does definitely need to go onto the jewellery. This one I advertise more at Christmas time. However, it can be worn all year round, especially if, depending on the pearl on here, it can be worn definitely all year round. So this is the Swirl Christmas Tree. So it has got a star at the top and you've got a crystal in the middle of the star to give it that little bit of sparkle. The Christmas tree itself, as you can see, is a continuous swirl, starting smaller and getting larger as you go down to make up that tree shape. Your pearl is then sat at the bottom here, so once the pearl is on the jewellery, it looks like the tree is sitting in a pot, and that pot is your pearl. Okay, so depending on what colour pearl it is, depends on what colour pot the Christmas, not the Christmas tree, but the tree is sitting in. Like I said, I advertise it more come Christmas, but this one is on the website all year round, just because it can be worn all year round. So I hope you're happy with that one. And that one comes with one oyster opening, which we'll do in a moment. If we move on to your second spring pick, so again, let's mix these up for you. Oh no, I turned one round the wrong way. Oh, again, I'm just going to do it this way because it's easier. Happy with that one? Perfect. Okay, so one more. There we go. So you have got a large butterfly. So a large butterfly is the bracelet. So with the bracelets, you get to pick from 1, 2, or 3 with these butterflies. So butterfly 1, butterfly 2, and butterfly 3. Which one would you like? This means you're going to get a bracelet, my lovely. Whoop whoop. Can you have number 1? Of course you can. So number 1 is this one. And in here, oh, you've got a purple sticker this time. So there is no bonus with that one. But you do have your bracelets. Let's bring you back across. And bracelet. Oh, I nearly knocked over my tea then. That's dangerous, so I'm just moving my tea. Oh, large butterfly number 1. Now, oh, your bracelet here is, oh, okay, so this one, I don't think this one is on the website yet. Okay, so it's a little bit different. Again, all my bracelets, they're a little bit different, and I love them. So this one, you can have a pearl or a charm on every link. However, as always, our links are slightly different. So you've got a rounded rectangle longer link in the middle, held together by a kiss link. You've got a round circle twisted silver circle link and held together by a kiss. So longer, it's almost an oval, but I would say because of it's just a rounded rectangle, I like to say. So this is similar to one of our ones before, which has got long, small, long, small. However, the shapes are completely different on him, okay? And I love the effect with this one by having the 2 kiss links so close together. It just gives it, like, let me hold it at a slight different distance. It gives it that extra bit of detail with the kisses in between. If you can see that there. Ooh, love it. So it does come with 1 oyster opening. You can choose to have your pearl on the bracelet, or you can keep your pearls loose. And then, like I said before, you can have pearls or charms on lobster fittings on every link on there. Okay, so you've got 2 oysters all together. Oh, 1 and 2. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Thank you, Sue. Okay, so let's go down for your oysters, Jutta. Oyster number 1. Donate the shells. Okay. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, you are twinning. There's no more in that one. Your first oyster, you are twinning with Lavender Lilac twins. So they are 2-tonal, and they've got this darker and lighter purple. So lavender and lilac purple. As you can see, it just gets lighter and darker there. So there's pearl number 1. Pearl number 2, again, has got the same colouring. Does have different proportions of the light and dark colour, but it's the same shades. And they look like they're visually going to be measuring the same as well. So beautiful twins to start with. Moving on to your oyster number 2. There's one side. Oh, never mind. And the and you've got a runaway pearl here. It's very bright, but hopefully you can see that there. And there's no more in that one. So you've got a snow white pearl. Okay, so twinning lavender lilac pearls, Jutta, and a snow white pearl. What do you think to these? Now again, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. And I'll definitely need to know which one you'd like on the pendant. And then the bracelet, you can choose to have a pearl on or off. If you're not happy with these, I can swap the colours for you. The twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. So they are measuring the same size. Snow White is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. That's absolutely fine. White on the pendant and lobster on the lilac. Would you like a lobster fitting on one, or is that both of the pearls? So lobster fitting on one or both of the pearls? Both of them. Okie dokie. Excuse me. Okay, so on lobster, that invoice will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. You'll also get a separate email from me tomorrow with the £10 off code as well. You'll be able to use that straight away, or you can hold on to it and just use it in the future if you'd like to order again. Excuse me. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. And up next then today is Tracy Downing. Tracy, are you here? Tracy, hello, 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 and Jutta, you're very, very welcome. Tracy, you have got 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Thank you, Natasha, and thank you for joining us. And I've got Cindy's mug today. It holds a good amount of tea as well. You've sent over a loyalty card. So I was just trying to look at the other oyster bags to see if I brought them all over, because I only have 3, so I'm missing. Yeah, I am missing one. Loyalty card, Tracy, let me look. Oh, yes, found it, and you've written your name and date on that as well. Perfect. So that's 3 openings altogether. Just booking that in. There we go. What 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Nunu. Oh, I've got 3 in there. I was about to say I'm going to have to go top it up. There's 3 in there. I do still have Nunu oysters available. I just have to top them up. I brought the boxes in, so they're just over there. So if anybody else picks a Nunu tonight, still available. Just have to give me a moment. So 3 oysters, Tracy. Donate your shells. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let's go down. So oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. Flying out the side there is a chocolate. There's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a larger, darker chocolate pearl. There we go. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here you've got a 2-tonal blurple pearl. So there's no more in that one. So I can definitely see that this one's got lighter and darker colours on him. So if I move that down slightly, this one should be hopefully be able to focus as well. Sometimes when I start with the darker pearls in the sand, it just takes a little bit longer to focus them. Oh, come on. Okay, so lighter and darker blurple there. So again, blurple is a mix between blue and purple. And then your last oyster, Tracy. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here the flesh is very blue and your pearl is a beautiful dark TARDIS blue. Okay, so you've got a chocolate, a blurple and a TARDIS blue, Tracy. Now I'll need to know which 2 pearls you'd like to have on the jewellery. And of course, if you're not happy with the pearls, we can swap them for you as well. Okay, so if I run them through the board, your chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the TARDIS blue, he is stunning, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5 as well. Okay, Tracy, what do you think and what would you like to do? You can indeed. So we're going to swap the chocolate for a red. Nice bright red there for the charm. Blurple on the bracelet and the blue on a lobster fitting. Can you just confirm if you're happy with this red here? There we go. Would you be happy with that red there? Yes? Okie dokie. So let me just write this down for you. Red on the charm, blurple on the bracelet, and you'd like to be invoiced for the other one on a lobster fitting. Okay, the lobster fitting will, the invoice for the lobster fitting will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. You're very, very welcome, Tracy. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And thank you for the donations of your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Now I'm going to ask Aaron to come in quickly. And he's going to hate me, but I've got a theory. You're very, very welcome. Up next today is Lauren Glodek. Lauren, are you here? Lauren, hello, hello, hello. You have got a spring pick, my lovely. So if we go down for your spring pick, here are the flowers. Let me just start mixing them for you. Aaron, on the boxes on top of the unit, it says sand and accessories. Can you grab that box down for me, please? It's quite a heavy box. Okay, so can you then open it for me, darling? And I'm looking for a pack of black sand. Oh! No! Stop it! Stop it! Yep. Oh no! Right, put it down on the floor so it doesn't spill sand anywhere else, and I'll say, oh my god! Sorry, we've got a spillage of sand everywhere now. What the heck? What's going on? Yeah, one of them. Wait.
That one. This one you want?
I don't know. No, that's not the one I want. Is that the one that's leaking? Okay, just pop it there.
Yes.
Okay. No, don't put it on the table. Leave it.
Falls upside at the top.
Oh. Sorry, we've got sand everywhere now. It's not.
That one?
No. Build a sandcastle. Yes, that's the one I want. Thank you. Right, leave that box there now because I need to like hoover everything up, and that's covering the sand that's not going to get spread it. Don't sprinkle it everywhere, Bab.
Hoover in here anyway.
Thank you for the help, though. I'm so sorry. It's literally just covered the office in sand. Not his fault. I asked him to help me. Right, sorry. Lauren, let's go back down. I'm going to give it another shuffle. Stick a butterfly. Oh, all I wanted was one of these bags so I could top up my sand to see if that helps with the camera. Right, okay, so one more big shuffle. Which one's on top? Okay, so you have got a medium butterfly. Medium butterfly is a pendant. Oh, okay, so if we go straight across to the butterflies, my lovely. Medium, oh, I haven't topped that one back up. Let's put that over there. Medium butterfly, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Which one would you like? One, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Number 2, that's this one here. So butterfly number 2. Oh, and he has got a purple sticker on him as well. So that does mean that you don't have the bonus there. However, oh, sorry, that's the big one I was just putting back again. If we move across and it was medium butterfly number 2. 1 and 2. And I can see already this is going to be a new item. This one has not been on the website before and should be one of the newer items that is going to be added onto the website by the end of the week. Okay, so this one does come with one oyster opening, and you would definitely need to have the pearl on the jewellery. Okay, so it has got a crystal encrusted bail, so the bit where the chain threads through does have sparkly zircon crystals on him. The border of the pendant itself is very sparkly and is encrusted as well. Now you can see at the bottom here, just in the centre, that is where your pearl is going to be set, at the bottom centre of the pendant. And then you can see these lines, these swirls that lead in towards where the pearl is going to be set. From the reverse side, you can sort of see them all swelling around there as well. Now, I wouldn't advise wearing it this way because 1, the pearl will be on the other side, and 2, the sparkles aren't on this side either. So, I hope you're happy with this one, Lauren. And your pearl does definitely need to go on there. So we do need to pick a pearl for the pendant. So that comes with 1 oyster opening. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So your oyster. Let's get him open. Sorry, I had a hair on my cheek. And let's go down. Oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. Donate the shells. And Lauren, 1, 2, 3, 4. You are quadding. There's no more in that one. Now, I've just seen that you said you was hoping for a light blue. So there isn't a light blue here, but of course you can swap these colours if you're not happy with them. Now, these quadding colours, again, are very similar to the colours that came out earlier. You've got a bright lemon yellow, a coral, a Cadbury purple and a black cherry. I didn't put the sand in. I'm just going to put the sand in to see if that has a difference. Now you watch, I've got to not spill this sand. However, hopefully that will help. So, brighter lemon yellow, coral, dark purple and a black cherry. Now, you did say you was hoping for an icy blue. However, if you're happy with one of these on there, that's brilliant. If you would like to swap one or all of them, we can do so. And then it's just which one you'd like on the pendant. All the other pearls are definitely yours, Lauren. The lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5. He is a 6. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5. Oh, he's a 6. The purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. They have been so far, Sherry. They really have. Of course you can. So swap the coral for possibly a two-tonal light blue. Oh, that one's quite pretty. Let me show you that one. So you've got lighter and brighter, goes quite deep blue there, then back into the lighter blue. Would you be happy with that one there? Oh, let me move it so it's slightly, so you can see both halves. So lighter, brighter. That blue's perfect. Okie dokie. So blue on the jewellery, and then you'd like to have the others on a hoop fitting. That's not a problem. Let me bring you up so I can write this down. So blue on there. The invoice for the hoop fitting will get sent across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with that, Lauren, my lovely. Thank you for the donations of your shells as well, and that's safe up there for you. The funny thing about the sand is I tidied and hoovered the office earlier. Now the office needed a hoover so much so that when Aaron came in, he was like, "Oh, you've hoovered in here." I was like, "Oh yeah, I have." Basically because the dogs went crazy and they brought a load of grass in the other day. So now I've got sand everywhere. Oh, bless him. Right, up next today is Cindy Brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, top them back up. Cindy Brown, are you here? No. Sorry, it's not Cindy. Cindy, I'm so sorry. It's Linda. Let me show the order list. It's because I keep reading the last one. My brain is... There we go. Let me just take a sip of tea. Take a breath. So I've just posted the order list. We've got Linda, Kathy, and then Cindy. If you would like to order, there's still space available for today. There's only 3 people on the order list so far. And Linda, you're here. Okay. So Linda, you have got a spring pick. Let's go down for your flower shuffle. I'll start like this and then we'll move on to the other one. I still think this is the best way because you just sort of, they all just go in everywhere. Ooh. Hoping for a bracelet. Okay, so for a bracelet, you need to get the large butterfly. Okay, so fingers crossed for you then. One more. Which one? Look at, oh. So that's the one on top, these 2 on the bottom. Looking for a large butterfly for the bracelet. And you haven't. It's the medium butterfly, my lovely. So medium butterfly is a pendant. So I hope you can be happy with a pendant. So that is a choice of 1 through to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Which one would you like? Is there a light not working? No, I've got all the lights on. It may be because I've got the blind open still. Possibly. Let me see if I can reach to... There we go. I've closed the blind. That might help. I don't know if that would help, but possibly. Fabulous 4. Okay, so this one right at the front here. Number 4. So we're looking for the green sticker. And you've got the green sticker, Linda. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so that means you get to choose from either having a £10 off code for the website. So if you'd like to order in the future, you'll have a £10 off code to use. Or you can have an extra oyster opening on your order today. So it's up to you what you'd like to do. Whoop, whoop. So £10 off code or medium number 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Extra oyster opening today. Code please for all the new items. Oh, bless you. Not a problem. £10 off code. That will be emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. So this is medium butterfly number 4. I popped it there just so you guys could see I wasn't doing anything to the bag. So if I just top this up again, medium number 4. So this one is back in stock recently. Okay, so it used to be on the website. It is now going to be back on the website soon. And you can choose to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. Now this one is a long pendant, as you can see. It is a dream catcher. So it definitely comes with 1 oyster opening, and then you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Now this one does have a little bit of weight to it just because it is longer and it does have a lot going on. So the actual disc itself has got a larger crystal in the middle, and then it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going around the outside, sort of on the inner lip, just to give it that little bit of sparkle. The outer edge is textured, as you can see. Almost has like a snowflake effect in the centre, but it's definitely a dream catcher. You've then got the chains with the 3 different lengths of feathers. So it is lovely. And like I say, this one will be going back on the website soon. Now this one, you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. If on, it actually sits at the top here and can move around. However, I have done them before where they are attached to just the top of the feather, so then they can sort of sit in at the top of the feather there as well. So it is completely your choice. I automatically pop them up here so it moves around, but yeah, I can do it at the top of the feather as well, if or you don't have to have a pearl on there. Okay, so surprise oyster with that one. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there a certain colour you're hoping for? Okay, let's get this open. And let's go down. So, surprise oyster, Linda. There's one side. And donate. And the other side. and we're going to leave the colour up to fate. And you have a runaway. Linda, you have some colours to choose from because you are quadding. There's no more in that one. A beautiful pendant and 4 quadding pearls here. Now let me dry these up for you. We've got different coloured quads this time. Whoop, whoop. And we do have a 2-tonal one as well. So you've got a gorgeous brighter Cadbury purple. This one here is a 2-tonal coral. So lighter and then brighter coral as you go around there. So gorgeous 2-tonal markings. You've got a bright icy blue and a brighter lemon yellow as well. Okay, so with these, you can choose to have one on the jewellery, like I say, or you don't have to have them on there. And we can swap the pearls as well if you would like to. So you could have one, yep, you could have one on each feather if you wanted to as well. I would invoice you for the extra fitting on there, but that's definitely an option if you wanted to. The Cadbury purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The 2-tonal coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. And the lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. Know the blue. Know the blue. Does that mean you'd like to have the blue on the jewellery? Blue on the middle of the feather. Blue on the middle feather. What is going on with me today? Yes, that's perfect. So I'll make a note for you. I'm just confirm, are you happy with the other 3 colours as well? Maybe I should start having coffee again before the live. So we're going to have blue and then pearl on the middle feather. Okay, so it does sit just at the top of the middle feather, and again it'll be able to move around, and it's sort of the feather comes below it. So it is a lovely placement to have it. Okay, you're very welcome, Linda. The code will get sent across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well, and that's safe up there for you. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Now I'm just going to have to top up my pearl bags because the surprise bag has got 3 oysters left in it, so I just need to top that up. And while I'm there, because I have to use new oysters in them as well, I'm going to just quickly top them up. It'll only take me let's say a minute just in case. So I'll pop you guys on. Do you want to stare at the butterflies? We'll stare at the butterflies for a minute. So I'm still here. You can obviously still hear me. It's just so I can top these up. Up next is Kathy. Just bear with me a moment, Kathy. Does anybody have plans for this weekend coming? back in. Almost done. Okay, and then let me just top up the surprise bag. Put my 4 pearl oysters, yep, are behind here. Okay, oh my gosh, the sand is everywhere. He is funny. Okay, I am back. Thank you for bearing with me there. Okay, so, Kathy Rax, are you here? Kathy, hello, hello, hello. Let's go down and start your flower shuffle. So you've got 2 spring picks. We'll do one, find out what jewellery you're having. We'll do the second one, and then we'll do the oysters all together. Oh, Debbie, congratulations. That's amazing news for next week. That's something lovely to look forward to. And is that like gone over inducement, so baby could arrive before then? I was 2 weeks late with my daughter, so I had to be induced with her. It does say. Okay, so last one, Kathy, you have got a small butterfly to start with. So this one is the earrings. So if we go back across, that is the small butterfly here. Would you like butterfly 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Number 2. Oh, bless you, Debbie. Well, I wish you and your daughter especially the best of luck. Okay, so Kathy, butterfly number 2, and it has a purple sticker there. So that does mean that there isn't an extra bonus with that one. But let's bring you across so we can have a look at bag number 2. So that is small butterfly bag 2. Now these ones are new. They will be going on the website soon. You have seen them before though, because I held them up. Somebody else has won them in a different game, and it's so crazy that they're coming out now, because they are to make the perfect set for the earring, for the pendant that we just seen. So these are also Dreamcatcher earrings. I'm just going to pop it on my hand like that. Okay, so with these ones, they are hookback earrings, as you can see. They do come with 2 oyster openings. However, you can choose to have your pearls on or off the jewellery. So the earrings actually sit forward like this, and your pearls would, if you choose to have them on, dangle just in the centre. So they dangle from this top hook, and then they dangle into the middle of the hoop. they'll be this way round, you'd see the pearl that way, and from the side you can obviously see the pearl in the middle. So you do get the two earrings, they are the same. It's just really hard to show these sort of off because of the different angle with these ones. So you do have the detailing on the feathers on both sides as well. So I hope you're happy with those. Like I say, they come with two oyster openings and you get to choose to have the pearls on or off the jewellery there. Okay, so let me just top these butterflies back up and then we'll do your second flower shuffle. Okay, so I hope you're happy with the first one, and they will be going on the website soon. I took some beautiful photos. So the person who won them before had pink pearls in them, and I was editing the photos. Do you know how I post customer photos on the page? Just to show the products off because I love them. Anyway, I was editing the photos, just cutting out the side bits, making sure the table and stuff wasn't in it. And they are truly stunning. Like, I might even use those photos for the website as, yeah, they are beautiful. Right, last shuffle, Kathy. I never know how long to shuffle for. Ooh. Okay, that one there is on top. And you have got a small butterfly again. So that is actually a second pair of earrings there. Okay, so if we go back across to the block, so again, this is still small butterfly. I have topped them all up already though, so you can just pick, again, would you like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? Number 2 again. So that's this one here. So again, looking for a green sticker. This time you do. You have got a green sticker, my lovely. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So that means you get to pick either to have a £10 off code for the website. So if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have a £10 off code to use. Or you can choose to have an extra oyster opening today. What do you think? £10 off code or an extra oyster opening added on to your openings tonight? Can you have the code? Of course you can. Just bringing you back across here so I can write this down. So £10 off code. That will get sent across for you in an email tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Small butterfly number 2. So this is the one I've just topped up. And these ones are on the website. So these ones are very popular on the website. I wear them a lot of my time, especially when you guys see me, because they are so comfortable. They are the star hoop earrings. So these ones do come with 2 oyster openings as well. And you can choose to have your pearls on or off the earrings themselves. They are thread through earrings, so it's a constant thread. So it starts here, you thread it all the way through your ear until obviously it stops. I mean, you could thread it all the way around, but you'd thread it through to about halfway. And then you've got these gorgeous stars at the bottom. Now, if you have your pearls on here, they do just sit with the stars, then you see them through the stars themselves, and obviously from the side you'd see them there as well. Or you wouldn't have to have the pearls on the earrings. You can have them as they are and the pearls loose. Okay, so they are the star hoop earrings. So I'm just going to write this down for when we pick the colours, or not, because both your earrings you can choose to have pearls on or off. So we've got the Dream Catcher earrings and we've got the star hoop earrings. Okay, so 4 oysters altogether. I'm just going to mix these up because obviously I've just topped this up again. So if I just mix these through for a second. So with your 4 oysters, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours you're hoping for? Okay, so 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Can you buy the star earrings? So yes, the star earrings on the website do come with oyster openings. So unless you wanted to have extra openings on top, they do already come with 2 oyster openings within the price that is shown on the website. So if you go onto the website and just type in star or star hoop earrings, it will come up into the search. Or if you go to the earrings section, obviously they'll be in there as well. Okay, so let's go down. Kathy, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in your first oyster, oh my wow, look at that watermelon. There's no more in that one. He is stunning. Brilliant watermelon to start with. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. Oh, in here you have got a bridal white. There's no more in that one. So bridal white and watermelon. I'll tell you what, guys, at the end of the live, I can take my gloves off quickly and then I can show you these earrings that I'm wearing close up. Just because while I'm wearing the gloves, I don't like to take them off. But yeah, if you hang around to the end of the live, I've got 2 people on the order list after Kathy at the moment. I'll take them off then. And also I can show them on Friday as well. Moving on to the next 2 oysters. There's one side. Oh, and the other side. And in here, I can see straight away you are quadding. And there's no more in that one. Beautiful quads. All of these colours go together as well. Oh my wow. You've got stunning opening, Kathy, so far. In here, you've got a brighter coral, a 2-tonal gold. So let me just readjust how I'm holding him, because there we go. You've got, look, before I even move it, you can see lighter and then brighter gold. So it's almost a half and half there. You've got a chocolate silver, again 2-tonal. You can see parts chocolate, parts silver. And then you've got a slightly darker sea green as well. Stunning quad there. Moving on to your last oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here, we've got a grape purple, and there's no more in that one. Okay, so I'm going to pop this at the top next to your other single pearls. So at the top here, bridal whites, watermelon and dark grape purple. And then you've got a quadding, two-tonal gold, coral, dark chocolate, silver and a sea green as well. Now, as a reminder, we've got those two sets of earrings. So we've got the Dreamcatcher earrings and the Star Hoop earrings. You can choose to have pearls on or off the jewellery. And if you're not happy with these colours, we can of course swap them for you. If I run them through the board, the bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. Watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Darker grape purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Two-tonal gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Two-tonal chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And last but not least, the green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Okay, Kathy, what do you think, my lovely? What would you like to do? Okay, so swap the chocolate for a white and the gold for a watermelon. Now, your watermelon is just a touch brighter than one that I've added there. If you have a look here, so your one's that one. Would you be happy with that matchup? If not, then I can not pop you on a waiting list, but I can have a look in my other pearls tomorrow and then hopefully find a match there. I mean, they're pretty bang on, especially with earrings. However, because this one is slightly lighter, your one is just a touch brighter. Would you be happy there? So I've taken away these two and obviously added in the white and the watermelon. What do you think? That's perfect. Okay, so it's the white for the stars and the watermelon on the Dreamcatcher. Yay! So I'm glad you're happy with those then. Are you happy with the remaining 3 colours as well? This is my dream trio, these 3. Oh no, this is still me. Let's go down. My dream trio of colours is green, orange and purple. I just love the combination together so much. Very welcome, Kathy. So I'm just popping these on here for you. You'll get an email from me tomorrow with your £10 off code for the website. And yeah, I want to thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Up next today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? So I've currently got Cindy and then Billy Gracie on the order list. They are, Linda. Yeah, they are Halloweeny vibes, I suppose. That's not why I like them though. You'd like to thank me for your pearl addiction. Oh no! What do I say? You're welcome? Oh gosh. Well, in all honesty, I'm glad you like pearls. Not because you've come to me to purchase some, but because they are stunning, and pearl jewellery I think is stunning. So yeah, I'm glad I'm spreading that love around. Oh. Right, currently looking for Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Cindy, hello, hello, hello. Can I put my hands up, Sarah? Okay, so Cindy, you have got two spring picks. So if we start with your flower shuffle. Thank you, Kathy. I agree, Linda. And we haven't, or I haven't even gone into pearl colours and meanings. I keep umming and ahhing whether to introduce it or not, because there is, people do say that certain pearl colours do mean certain things. And yeah, I keep going to post about it, and then I stop myself, and I never know whether to introduce it to the page or not, if that makes sense, because it's already out there. It's not something I've invented or anything. It's just, yeah. Oh, bless you, Yvette. Right, Cindy, your first one is a small butterfly. So small butterfly equals earrings. Now, if we go straight across to the butterflies, I do just need to top that butterfly up there, so bear with me just a second. Okay, so would you like butterfly number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Would you like number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, Cindy? What do you think? Now I'm just going to keep refreshing these comments because I didn't see you before. So hopefully, if anyone sees Cindy, please comment on it, just because it brings it forward for me. Really, Yvette? Oh, wow. If you would like to share your collection, please feel free to share it into the Pearls of Brecon group. Although that does sound like a lot of photos. Bless you. It is predominantly just the 925 silver, Karen. I do have gold studs and gold simple drop earrings, but apart from that, it is at the moment more based on silver. Can you have number 5, Cindy? Okay, so this is number 5, looking for the green sticker. You have got the purple sticker on here, my lovely. So that does mean that there is not an extra bonus prize with this one. So if I bring you straight across, and we need to look for bag small butterfly number 5. So that's this one here. Okay, so your first item of jewellery, my lovely, are stud back earrings. Now, these ones were on the website, or are on the website, I should say. Okay, so stud back earrings. Now, these ones are very, very sparkly. Okay, so studs at the top. You're starting with a larger crystal stone surrounded by smaller crystal stones. You're going down into a teardrop shaped stone, and then 2 normal then one. Sorry, I have to look because in the camera I can't 100% see. So you've got the larger stone surrounded by smaller stones, a teardrop stone, and then a round stone. Your pearls then dangle at the bottom there. Okay, so your pearls with these ones would definitely need to go onto the jewellery. Thank you, Bab. So 2 pearls on here. Perfect. So like I say, I hope you're happy with those. If we then move on to your spring pick number 2, we need to do the flower shuffle one more time. We need like a little theme tune for this flower shuffle. Like I don't want to do it like do 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 do. But kind of, I'm sad that I can't hum anymore on the lives. I still love humming while I'm doing stuff. I hum. That's my way of concentrating. It may be why I can't, like I sort of get muddled with my words a lot. It's because I can't hum on the lives anymore. Because Facebook will sort of take the live down or not let me post it or something with any sort of humming or singing or anything. Right, last one then, Cindy. Let's spread these out a bit, see what lands on top. That one there, and it is a medium butterfly. So with this one you have got a pendant. So again, I'm just topping up the small one quickly, and let's bring the medium one forward. So with these ones, again, it's 1 through to 5. Which one would you like? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? So this is for your medium butterfly, okay, and then we'll obviously open all of your oysters together at the end. Number 1, so that's this one on this end. So again, we're looking for a green sticker, and it's not. There's a purple sticker on there. So again, there isn't a bonus with that one. Let me just grab the butterfly. There we go. So if we bring you straight back across to get medium bag number 1 for your jewellery. So that's this one here. Now I can see here this is a new item. Okay, this item has not been on the website yet, and it will be on the website soon. This one comes with 1 oyster opening, and the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. So this one is slightly different. It starts at the top in two different sides. So the bail is connected right at the top there, but then at the front it sort of splits into two swoops coming down. Swoop to the right and swoop to the left. It then comes down from an arch into a slight point at the bottom. Halfway through it is then encrusted with these zircon crystals. Your pearl then sits in the centre of the pendant. So once the pearl is actually in the jewellery, this will sort of surround and almost mount the pearl beautifully. So if you imagine the pearl sitting a bit in the middle, it is slightly bigger than that circle there. It then comes up and this surrounds it perfectly. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that, Cindy. So you've grabbed a new item there, and that means altogether you have got 3 surprise oysters. Almost like a horseshoe. I can see where you're coming from with that, yeah. It's not a horseshoe, but I can see where, because it's got that sort of shape, hasn't it? So donate the shells, Cindy. Would there be certain colours that you're hoping for? 1, 2, 3. So earrings definitely need to have 2 pearls on there, and the pendant does need to have a pearl on there as well. Okay. So Cindy, let's go down. Oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. Oh, oyster number 1. Wow, wow, wow. Look at those. You are twinning with no more in that one, and twinning with bright coral pearls here. Now they do look like they're the same size and shade of coral, and they are beautifully bright as well. Moving on to oyster number 2, again from your surprise oyster. The shell is slightly falling apart here. So there's one side. Oh, the shell's going to break as we open it. Yep, there we go. Saw it happening. Flying pearl. So there's one half. There's no more in that one. The shell's completely, because that one had a crack in him, and then it had a tough hinge on the side, if you like. So it's just, I felt it going to be breaking as it opened. The pearl that has come flying out of there though is a beautiful larger blurple pearl. So again, blurple's a mix between blue and purple. I'd say that this one is very, very sort of 50-50 colour wise in between the two. Adding that extra sand I don't think actually helped, did it? But we won't tell Aaron that because he did do me a favour. Okay, moving on to your last oyster. Let's just turn that over. Oh, and this one's got a split in him as well. If I show you, you can see all around the top there. Right, let me see. Can I get that? Oh, and there's a pearl. Right, just to show you, there's nothing in this side. Okay, so there's nothing in that half, but let me have a look in the bottom half, because that's the half. Oh, there's 1 and 2. Okay. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so you've got a darker chocolatey silver pearl here. Good night, Linda. Thank you for joining us today, my lovely. So twinning corals, dark chocolate silver, and a blurple as well. Cindy, I definitely need to have 2 pearls for the earrings, 1 pearl for the pendant. Now, if you're not happy with these, we can swap them for you. If you are happy, then that's perfect. I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. The coral number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. So they are measuring the same size. Your blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And the chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. What do you think, Cindy? What would you like to do? Now, again, if anybody does see Cindy's comment, please just comment on it for me, just so I'm not missing anything. Just going to refresh it again, just so I'm not seeing. So the surprise bag is a mix of everything. So it's Nunu Rainbow, Expand the Rainbow, Normal, and 4 pearl oysters. In the mystery are just mystery oysters, but there are sort of every colour selection in the mystery. Whereas, for example, Nunu Rainbow oysters are just darker rainbow pearls. Expand the Rainbow oysters are lighter rainbow pearls. Normal oysters are natural coloured pearls, and then of course 4 pearl oysters have got 4 pearls in. Okay, so these oyster bags have got certain colour ranges, whereas the mystery ones have got all of the colours in there, if that makes sense. Swap the blue and the chocolate for 2 purples for the earrings, and one coral on the pendant and the other on the pendant. Okay, so swap the blurple and the chocolate for purple. For the earrings. Oh. Okay, and then the coral on the pendant. Is that correct? So if you're happy with these purples, let me know, and then you'd like one of the corals on the pendant. Just going to bring you back up again so I can write this down. So earrings, we have got the purples if you're happy with that shade. And then the pendant, we've got a coral, which leaves the other coral as your loose pearl. Yeah, you're happy with those? Okay, perfect. Cindy, I'll get that all done for you. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well, Cindy. And I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. The other one on a jump ring. Okay, so you'd like to be invoiced for the coral on a jump ring. That's absolutely fine as well. That invoice will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Chan, thank you for commenting on that then. Right, Cindy, that's safe up there, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And up next today is Billy Gracie. Billy, are you here? Billy, great. Billy, hello. Hello, hello, hello. So Billy, you have got a spring pick as well. So let's do your flower shuffle. So if I start mixing these up for you. Excited. Is there a certain category or size butterfly that you're hoping for? So small butterfly is earrings. Medium butterfly is a pendant, and large butterfly is a bracelet. Okay, last one. Big shuffle. Okay, so you have got a small butterfly. You have got a pair of earrings, Billy. So let's go straight across to the butterflies. And small butterfly is this one here. You get to pick from butterflies. Oh, don't lose the butterfly. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which one would you like? Oh no, you said medium or large. Oh bless you, you have got earrings. I hope you're happy with earrings. So butterfly number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Which one would you like? Number 3. 1, 2, and 3 is this one. So we're looking for a green sticker. If it's a purple sticker, there is no extra bonus. If there is a green, you get a bonus. And you have got a green sticker, my lovely. Well done. So that means you get to pick either to have a bonus oyster opening tonight added onto your oysters, or you can choose to have a £10 off code for the website, which means if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have a £10 off that you can use. So it's up to you. Would you like the bonus oyster opening, or would you like the £10 off? Whoop, whoop. So I'm just retopping this up here. There we go. So that was number 3. Let's go down. Is that a bonus oyster opening, my lovely? Small butterfly number 3. So I've got these here, but just confirm, just so I know. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so butterfly number 3. Let's take these out. And these ones here are on the website. They are stunning. These are one of the hardest items of jewellery to actually show off on the live. But when the pearls are on them, it all makes sense and they are stunning. So they are stud back earrings, and your pearls do definitely need to go onto the jewellery. Now these on the website are called the rose earrings. So from a side view, actually no, let's do the front view first. From a front view, you can definitely see the rose head at the top. Now that is a rose design all the way around there. And then you've got the vine, or the stem I should say, comes down and then it flicks round. Now as this flicks around, this back bit, the pearl actually sits on there. So when you're looking at it from the front, the pearl can be seen sort of either side of the stem itself. From the side, you'll be able to see, so that pearl will fit almost that whole round section there. So from the side view, you can see here you've got your rose, and your pearl will be sitting right here in this section. Okay, so I hope you're happy with those. So the stud bit is through the rose head at the top, so this hangs and dangles down. Love them, perfect. Like I said, they are kind of hard to show off just because it's a different angles, but as soon as the pearls are on them, they just stand out. So that means you've got 2 oyster openings with those, and then you've got your bonus. Now with the bonus one, would you like an extra surprise oyster, or you can pick one of the other oysters as well? So it's up to you. There is still space available for today, Caitlin. However, I am currently on the last person, so if you would like to order, let me know, just so I don't finish the live before you've made it back. So 2 surprise oysters. With your third, would you like an extra surprise oyster or any one of the other ones? Oh no, Billy, I can't pick for you. If it was surprising you, I'd grab another surprise or even a mystery. But it's up to you. Bag doesn't want to stand up. Not a problem, Caitlin. That's perfect. Thank you for letting me know. Do a mystery. Okie dokie. So Billy, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let's get all of these open. 1, 2, 3. So we'll start with the 2 surprise oysters and then end with your mystery. Let's go down. So surprise oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in here, donate the shells and hoping for light blues or brighter pinks. There's no more in that one. Now this one is quite a dark pearl here. He is a darker gunmetal grey, so you can see that slight grey tone to him. So not quite a black pearl, but he is quite dark. Moving on to surprise oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have got a dark pearl again. There's no pearls in there. And again, you've got a second darker gunmetal grey. However, he does look like he's got a hint, just the slightest hint of blue to him. I wouldn't say it was a midnight blue, just because it is just the slightest hint, but just as you can see, just a slight different shade of gunmetal grey, as you can see there. Moving on to your last oyster, which is your mystery oyster, Billy. Soft pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And in here you have got a candy floss pink. There's no more in that one. Okay, 3 oysters, 3 pearls, Billy. Now your decision is going to be, we definitely need to have 2 on the jewellery. Now if you're not happy with these colours, we can swap them for you. I'll just need to know what 2 colours you'd like to swap, or even 3. We can swap all 3 out if you wanted to. I just need to know what colours you'd like to swap out, and then of course which 2 you'd like on the jewellery. Okay, so if I run these ones through the board for you, the first darker gunmetal grey, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The darker one with the hint of blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And then the candy floss pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. Oh, of course you can. So swap both darks, one for a matching pink and one for a sea green. So are you, just to confirm, thinking to have the pinks on the jewellery? Pink on the earrings, perfect. Oh, that's just a touch off the size. Your pink shade is just in between a couple of shades. So just please bear with me a moment while I have a quick look here. Haha. Okay, have a look here for me. Your pearl is the one that's on this side, and then I've added in the sea green there as well. Would you be happy with those? Can you have a dark pink? So do you mean to swap both the pinks out? Again, if I've misunderstood, please sort of shout at me. Let me know what you prefer. Both pink. So these, okay, so I've got, these are hot pink. These are the darkest pink we've got. And then we can go lighter from here. Okay, so I'm just going to show you these ones to start with. Now, if these are too obviously bright of a pink, let me know and I'll go down a couple of shades. But I thought if we just start at the top and then you can let me know if that's too dark or if that's okay. These ones are better. Okay, and you're happy with the green there as well, is that right? Just going to bring you up so I can pop this in here. So we're going to have pinks on the jewellery and then your sea green as your loose pearl. Beautiful, perfect. Well, Billy, I hope you'll be happy with those then. Thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells, and that's safe up there for you. So I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Okay, and up next today then is Caitlin Snedden. Caitlin, are you here? Yeah, I've topped them back up. Good luck, Speedy. It did come through very fast, actually, Caitlin. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but yeah, it was very, it just processed through fast, that was all. But are you here? Now you need a cup of tea. Oh, bless you, Chan. I mean, that one is perfect temperature as well. It's still hot, but it's like not gulpable. I suppose gulpable hot. Like, you're not going to burn your tongue kind of hot. So, Caitlin, hello, my lovely. Let's go down because you do have a spring pick and we need to start with your flower shuffle. Is there a certain category or sized butterfly that you're hoping for? So, small butterfly is earrings, medium butterfly is a pendant, and large butterfly is a bracelet. We've only had one bracelet so far this evening. It's eluded us. Happy with anything? Okay, so last one. And why not, Shan? Why not? Okay, so you have got a small butterfly. You have got a pair of earrings. So if we go straight across to the butterflies here, you're looking at these ones and you'll be needing to choose 1 through to 5. Would you like number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 or number 5? Thank you guys. I'm getting to read some of your comments and I'm really happy that obviously you guys are happy with your jewellery. Caitlin, can you have number 4? So that's this one here. We're looking for a green sticker and, oh, where are we? You have got a green sticker, my lovely. So that means you have got to choose between having a £10 off code for the website, which means if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have a £10 off code that you can use, or you can have an extra oyster opening tonight. can you have the bonus oyster opening? Of course you can. So we'll do that for you in just a moment if I just top this back up. So we're going to have small butterfly number 4. Let me bring you across and have a look for the bag. Small butterfly number 4. Okay, so having a look here, these ones are on the website as well. Oh, okay, so these ones I'm going to have to show you on my hand again. So if I open this clasp so you can see, obviously everything does get cleaned, disinfected, all that. Okay, so these here do need to have 2 pearls on them. Now they hang from the bottom, okay. Now as I've opened up the clasp here, so as you can see the stud bit goes through the ear, and then the back is almost like a lever, so it comes down and then it does have a hole on him, so then it just pops back up, and it is quite, it's not as stiff, but it's not loose. So you just clip it back closed again, and then they'll stay closed. Your pearls then will be dangling from the bottom. Okay, so on the website, I think they're called the, I want to keep saying snap earrings, but I don't think they're called the snap earrings. But I hope you're happy with these. So they're simple but effective. So the front of them is plain silver, so that's how you'll be wearing them. Where I'm holding it down here is where the pearls would be dangling from. Okay, so we do need, let me close that up again actually, we do need to have the 2 pearls on there. So they come with 2 oyster openings, and then you've got your bonus oyster as well. So would you like a bonus surprise oyster, or you can have one of the other oysters as well? So 1, 2, which bonus oyster would you like? I'm just opening up these 2 for you. There's 1 and 2. Ooh, shiver, sorry. Ooh. Mystery, yes, of course. Donate the shells, perfect. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for, Caitlin? So mystery oyster as well. Let me get them open. And let's go down. So we'll start with the surprise oysters, then we'll move through to the mystery ones. So your surprise oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. And your first oyster, you are quadding. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you're seeing what colours come out. So you've got a good selection of colours to start with. Again, very popular quadding colours this evening, these 4. But they are beautiful in their own right. You have got a lemon yellow, a bright coral, oh, I made it run away. That one's more of a grape purple, and, oh, here he is, a black cherry. So lemon yellow, coral, grape purple, and a black cherry. Moving on to oyster number 2, which is your surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have got a sea green, and there's no more in that one. This one is slightly two-tonal, just a slight lighter and darker areas. Overall, he is a slightly darker sea green here. Moving on to your last oyster, which is your mystery oyster. Softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And on this side here, I can see a coral. Oh, he popped out just before I squidged. And there's no more in that swim. Okay, what do you think to these, Caitlin? I'll definitely need to know which two pearls you'd like on your jewellery, and if you'd like to swap any of your pearls, you can do so. You've got a lemon yellow, a bright coral, a grape purple and a black cherry, darker sea green and then a lighter coral. If I run them through the board, the lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Brighter coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Grape purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the coral's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7, 7.5. Okay, Caitlin, what do you think and what would you like to do? Swap the coral for black cherry to match for the earrings. Would you like to swap out the brighter or the lighter coral? That squeak is my, I've got my pearls on like a spinning tray, so it's squeaking. Actually swap the lemon instead, of course you can. So your black cherry is the one that's next to that coral. Can you just confirm if you're happy with that match there? So if so, you'd like to have those two on the jewellery and the lemon yellow is swapped out. Happy with those? Okay, perfect. Let me pop these in here and in here as well. Caitlin, I hope you're happy with that then. Thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome. Okay, I think that's the end of the order list. So I said I'd show my earrings. Now, please ignore my nails because they've still got bits of nail varnish all over them from where I haven't had haven't taken off the nail varnish properly. Okay, so best option probably is to go down to show you. If I show you one, that'll be easier. So the pearls, I'm just moving them out a little bit so they're spread out so you guys can see. Okay, and one more for that one. So the earrings themselves are hoop earrings. So you thread that bit through, then it goes into the clasp there. Now these bits are a twisted silver. So you can see you've got one which is a normal silver tube, if you like, and the other which is, let me get something, the other which is a textured silver. Let me try the other bit, which is a textured silver. So those are then twisted to make the hoop themselves. So because of that twisted link, it means then that these pearls can be added and taken away. So you just twist it, obviously the way of the twist, let me see if I can do it. So the way of the twist, so this twist is going this way, so you just twist the pearl following the twist all the way, and then it comes off, and then you can just thread it back on. Now my issue, oh, there we go, thread it back on and then just twist it down. My issue is that also, as well as the twist way, gravity does eventually group them all together, because obviously they can just swing around as you're wearing them. You want to see them all grouped together, so just twist them all to group together. Ta-da! So they all just sort of then end up all in like a little group together at the end, bottom here, which is what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to make it so they're spaced nicely and then would stay nicely, if that makes sense, because the aim wasn't to have them all grouped. The aim was to have them, again, you just twist round to make the space. Oh, so it'll take some patience just setting them up. There we go. See, to me that would be better, because then you can add, and you can add them from both sides as well, and then they sort of are worn that way. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So it's a twisted hoop and then pearls. Obviously photos will possibly with that one help more, and when I have the black gloves on, black background would help as well. But yeah, would there be an option for spaced or not spaced? Possibly. So the different option there would be the fitting that I use, Tara. So if you'd prefer them to be clustered, excuse me, I'd use a slightly larger fitting on there, which means that they wouldn't twist, they'd just slide straight down. Does that make sense? It would only be a touch larger though, because we don't want to have it full with the hoops, although hoops on hoops is a really good look. So I'm still working on them. Obviously they're my pair, which I'm going to just keep editing and working on, and then I can add them on the jewellery once they're on the website once they're done. I hope that helps, and again I can still show them on Friday for those of you who prefer to see them, and I did say earlier I would, just in case those people are not here now, so I'll wear something different on Friday. Yes, Becca, so when they go on the website, they'll go on the website with one oyster opening, and then you can, with them as well, you can have the pearls on or off the jewellery, and then because you can then obviously add and take away, you can wear them one day without pearls, you can wear them with just one pearl, you can then add more pearls, take away pearls, and then that fitting will also go on the website as well as a fitting to have, so then you can then add and change them moving forward. And then I'm hoping to have more jewellery with that fitting, that you'll then to be able to just have changeable jewellery, so that set of pearls could, for example, be switched between 4, 5, 6 different pieces of jewellery. Yeah, so that's the plan. I just need to make it work, but it's in the process of. I hope that makes sense. Right, I need a comfort break, so we're going to have to end it there. Thank you all for watching for today. We're going to be live again on Friday. It'll be from 8 p.m. onwards on Friday. I hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. It feels weird with no gloves on. Bye.